Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is another very different edition of the Jimmy Palumbo Show. That's right. Show number 280, and I am live here at the
Stellar19
Studios, part of Miles Media and part of Dave Sturchio's world with Liv behind the glass over there. She is a intern here at Shea.
Paid intern.
Paid intern at Shea. Yeah, so she's the only one getting paid here. I don't make a dime here, but we're doing it live from the studios only because Dave and I wanted to talk a little bit about our upcoming Rutgers podcast. So I decided to take the ride down. I should have been here earlier, but I had some fires to put out, which you'll hear about that in the coming weeks. But this is show number 280. Dave, how are we doing today?
Oh, Dave's great. I didn't have to set up any kind of virtual anything. It was great. I didn't have to say, resend me the link. I don't got the link. Or then I don't have to do the whole, like, my lighting sucks. And but you know what it is? It's the skylight. It's the skylight, right? I don't have to deal with any of that shit today. We're just here. Of course,
I was late. And when I got here, the show still wasn't ready to set up. I should have sat down and gone live right here.
No, I'm sorry. Lights. How'd you walk in here? You walked in here with a limp,
I limped. Right? I hurt my toe. I hit my toe on the what do you call it? The coffee table thing. If I was the NBA, if I was on the Yankees, I'd be like Stanton. I'd be out indefinitely. So I'm injured, and hopefully that'll heal itself soon. Mm-hmm. But it's a Tuesday, a fine weather day here. The barometer is steady, and we're going to get this one in.
How many times I said that on my brother? My brother's attempting it to Aruba. And I was like, well, I'm looking at the barometer. It looks like we're going to get this one in.
That's what it is. But, of course, it's show number 280, and that means 80. And that means Victor Cruz getting involved, Phil McConkey, Jeremy Shockey. And, of course, this segment really is how can we get Steve and Diddy to drive off the road? And we're going to mention Phil Tabor, which my brother just drove off the road. And then, of course, for you Cowboy fans, Tony Hill, he was a good player back in the day. Isaac Bruce, Chris Carter, Wayne Cravett, Irving Fryer. Now, for my brother-in-law, Steve Riccardi is a Seattle Seahawk fan. Has been since 100 years ago. And his favorite player was Steve Largent.
And if you meet him at the tailgates, he is Pete Carroll after all.
Yeah, he looks like Pete Carroll. And he's a big fan of Steve Largent, who wore number 80. And then, of course, I do this segment not to say Jerry Rice and Jeremy Shockey and Kellen Winslow. I do this because, Dave, little trivia question here.
Go ahead.
Name the only Yankee to ever wear number 80.
Chris Chambliss.
Everson Pereira.
All right. Wait, that's recent.
Yeah.
Wait, he was the first one to ever wear 80?
First and only day.
Do you think there was one of those things where he just, wow,
and you know what? 27 games, 2023, played the outfield.
We'll get more into the Yankees and the lackluster trade deadline.
We're going to get to that in a second. And of course, 1980, I was only 15 years old, the same age as our intern here. And some of the movies, by the way, you're going to have tire tracks on your back from the bus. You will be thrown under the bus because you are fodder for the show.
First of all,
I wish you had a mic on. You could comment. We'll do that next time.
You would not comment. Well,
why
you know
not?
What? Never know.
1980, Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back here at Shea. One of the funniest movies of all time, Airplane. I don't know when's the last time you saw that.
Speak jive.
Yeah, speak jive. Smack 'em, jack 'em, shit. The Shining, Raging Bull, another one of my favorite movies. TV, you had the first season of Magnum P.I. Also, the first season of David Letterman being on a daytime talk show. How funny is that?
But it was his own show?
Yeah, David Letterman show. And, of course, your friend and mine, Bosom Buddies. Tom Hanks Tom Hanks and Bosom Buddies batted like eighth. He batted 275. But since then, it has been all Tom Hanks here from the Omni. Also, Rutgers Football, 7-4. Fine. Wow. I got to talk more about this.
Oh, I got some.
Here we go. Here's why. The Alabama Crimson Tide were 4-0. Rutgers was 4-0. Now they beat Linden, Carteret, and South Plainfield. But they played in front of 65,000 at Giant Stadium. Alabama came in a heavy favorite. Final score, Alabama 17, Rutgers 13. And Bear Bryant was quoted, "We didn't beat Rutgers. All I can say is we won the game." That means Alabama played lousy.
Oh,
okay. Now, but the thing that made me laugh, quarterback Ed McMichael threw for a bunch of yards, but Alabama beat like Georgia Tech 26-3, Ole Miss 59-35, Vanderbilt 41-0, Kentucky 45-0, Tennessee 27-0, Southern Miss 42-7, and then they lost to Mississippi State 6-3. and they beat LSU 28-7, and they lost to Notre Dame 7-0. So in that year, they were 9-2, very good team, beat the Auburn in the Cotton Bowl 34-18. Pretty much one of the major games they were.
Was Rutgers
game.
Nice.
And of course, Rutgers then went on to lose. I wrote this down. They lost. They lost like the next week. They lost to William and Mary. I am so glad I was only 15, because if we were 4-1 after a tight game with Alabama and we lose to William and Mary the next week, you wouldn't be able to talk to me.
No, the season tickets are now sold and gone.
And here's the thing. There was only 17,000 fans there. Are you kidding me?
God.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if you've seen, you speaking of Rutgers, you brought up, I saw something on TikTok yesterday, TikTok or Instagram. There's somebody going around, like, I don't know who this is, but he's going around kicking field goals at stadiums, but he's breaking into the stadiums. It's like a viral thing, but apparently the college is working with him, so it's not an actual B&E, right? He's not actually breaking and entering, but he's like tugging on all the doors. He finally finds an open door. He starts talking about Rutgers history.
How old is he?
He's like maybe 25.
Is he eligible?
I don't know.
Kick us up and through that.
Well, do we still have the same kicker? But I guess I should do some research before our big Rutgers podcast.
Knowing nothing about Rutgers.
That's what ChatGPT's for, folks. But what I'm saying is he was in there doing the field goal kicking, right? And he starts talking about the lineage of Rutgers. I had no idea that, yes, I knew about the birthplace of college football, right? That's us, right? That we claim that.
Many say the abortion of college football.
we claim that. But then he said they won a national title. And they won the national title because I believe there's only 2 teams in the country, just 2.
Yeah, Rutgers and Princeton.
Right. You know the final score of that game?
6-4.
What the fuck?
And Rutgers was given 3. They didn't cover it.
Wait, how? The part I don't understand is 2 safeties, 2 blunders.
First of all, I can't
different scoring system.
The things I know about Rutgers, the things that nobody cares about. I still think the one year we opened up 0-2.
Tied the first 2 weeks. But is that still the same schedule where you're playing Lyndon Carteret and shit like that?
We lost Ball State, I think, tied us up with a 58-yarder. God, we are tied. Boston College, I forget who we were 0-2. Could you imagine? But
no.
Have ties
no, I don't have my phone.
Anyway, Rutgers, sometimes, you know what? The mood I'm in right now, Rutgers, they stick and suck and drive you nuts. The Yankees, of course, were...
Just slide it over there. I'm trying to get my phone. You can give the
all right. Here we go. Yeah. We're live here in the studio. We do things like this.
Yeah, sorry.
I knew it. Two minutes into the show, she's trying to get on camera. And next thing you know, you'll be the head of the show. The Yankees, of course, were 103-59 in 1980.
Hell of a season.
They got swept by the Kansas City Royals, first round of the
1980. Not George Brett, yeah, right?
No, but Brett hit a big 3-run home run in one of those games, though.
Oh, he was playing in 80?
Yeah, Brett was totally playing.
Brett played into the 90s?
So that's it. 1980, a fine year. I was only 15 years old back then, playing tennis at Springwood Swim Club here at Shea. But, of course, the baseball card segment, which is, I know, Liv's favorite part of the show. Here's a guy. I didn't know this guy at all. And I don't know how
you're not going to be able to see that. Just read the
He's a young Bobby Howry. Bobby Howry. No. Now, he's a fine young fella. He 5th-round pick. He's 53 years old today, so he's young. He played in the league 13 years. There goes Dave drinking his water bottle right on the timing on his segment he hates. He played from 1998 to 2010 here at Shea. He was a right-hand pitcher. His record was 45-52. He was your classic 5th, 6th, 7th inning guy. He only had like 66 saves in 13 years, so he didn't save that many games. His ERA was 3.84, so today he'd be making about $45 million a year. 787 innings pitched. He played for the White Sox, the Red Sox, Cleveland, Cubs, the Giants, Arizona, and back to the Cubs. Now, in 2005, this young buck, Bobby Howry, with Cleveland, had a 2.47 ERA, went 7-4. Again, that's a $10 million contract there. In the playoffs, though, lights out. White Sox, he only gave up like 1 earned run, and the Cubs, he gave up no earned runs in 3 innings.
So wait, hold on. Can I see the card? I actually never get to see these cards.
And now you get to see them up close.
You're reading all this stuff off, right? Okay. So you do research after you see the card, right? Like as far as like
I don't get the research from there. I get it from
because that's what I was wondering. I was like, I'm wondering, like, did he write everything down off the card? And
usually,
like, why is there a reason
usually
behind
I try to find something like, usually it'll say, Bobby Howry likes to paint, on the back. But this,
the more you know.
Yeah, but this year, and I guess it was 2001, they weren't like the old cards. Anyway, he did something, though, unique that no one's ever done. He pitched in 70 games, 4 seasons in a row. That's a lot. So, like Joe Torre would have had him on the Yankees. He would have pitched every day, just about.
And then the Mussina just.
There you go. He also coached his son in high school, and his son was a really good player. And after that, there is absolutely nothing on Bobby Howry. So, Bobby Howry, if you're out there, anybody related to the Howrys, please give me a call because you are not on the internet at all. So
That's not even on ChatGPT. If you're not on ChatGPT, you are not relevant.
Could not find him anywhere. Now, on other news here from the Omni, next week we might have some special guests. We might either have Mike McMahon, who's a 6-year veteran in the NFL, or the guy who pretty much ended Joe Montana's career, Leonard Marshall.
Might Walk be on Across America, Leonard Marshall. No,
that's George Martin.
George Martin.
Leonard Marshall might be on our show next week. We are in negotiations here from the Omni. Basically, my friend Kevin just said he'll do it for me, so that's the negotiation.
Nice.
So that would be really cool. So that will be the special guest, possibly. But of course, Patreon Day here at the stadium. We are very Jets Rutgers right now with Patreon. We are mired in a slump. I got to give a shout out to Steve, Drive Off the Road, Venditti, Michael Kelly, and of course, Brian Vermier, who did my website, which is awesome. Thank you very little. And so I give a shout out to patrons. I do appreciate all the money coming in that pays for Dave and his shit and his interns.
It's so funny though, because this is the first time ever I'm actually seeing the Patreon list. This is the first time ever I'm seeing the notebook. There's a lot of firsts on this show.
All the stuff here.
All the shit. Like these are the actual Rolodex names.
All my notes here upside down.
This is a whole nother field.
And I'm not used to looking at the camera here because I'm not getting paid $2,500 a day. Otherwise, I'd be staring at the camera doing a wonderful job. But also, don't forget, if you can't see anything, you should go to Absolute Eyewear, 42 Main Street, Woodbridge, New Jersey, 732-326-3937
eyes.
That's it. 326-3937. Go talk to Craig and Jaybird Janine Machard, who is very pissed off at the Yankee game. We'll get to that in a second. Mm-hmm. Also, Craig played right center field for me for 30 years. Full service opticians. I got everything. Charles Oakley, who I think is married to Liv's mom.
Jesus. And, Liv's mom's prepping for a wedding right now. She's venue hunting. Did they lock one down yet or no? No, nothing yet.
Interns' parents getting married. Love to see that.
You can't call her an intern, dude. I pay her. So it's like it's an employee because it's like I do have interns. They don't get paid, and they're very bitter. They don't get paid.
You know what it is?
So Liv gets money.
You know what? I show up at the studio. Suddenly, there's a paid employee, and I'm an intern of my own show.
Hey, listen.
The Jimmy Palumbo
That's the way
intern
the
show
cookie crumbles.
But she's from Woodbridge, New Jersey, which we both know and love. All right. So Absolute Eyewear, go check them out. Anyway, so let's see. Yankee game last night.
You want to start with the game or you want to start with the trade deadline?
Okay.
Or the lack thereof?
First of all, the Yankees are so lousy. And they to me, they picked up me and Chris Gucci on the Yankees now. Okay.
He's getting he's getting too many shout outs.
Definitely is. And they didn't do anything. Everybody made moves. Like the Red Sox are only 2.5 games back of the Yankees. The Yankees have no shot of beating the Red Sox. I hope we don't play them in the first round. Not happening.
We're going to get bounced in the wild card. That one game or whatever.
Tampa Bay, every time I look up, Tampa Bay's always up 13-9. You ever notice that? And the Yankees, of course, down 6-0. What do? I keep it on. I lowered the volume. I had an audition late last night. Shout out to Kevin Marzola stepping in and help me out. The one who thinks people know what a looper is.
Nobody does. Sorry, Kev. Sorry, I hate to break it to you.
But he showed up like a true LeBron and helped me out with an audition. But we were watching. It was 6-0. And then Wells hits a 3-run home run. Everybody's 6-3.
Our favorite catcher,
there
right?
You go. Best catcher ever.
Basically telling you, this is why you didn't trade me.
This is why you didn't trade him. Everybody's, and the announcers, they're relaxed in the clubhouse now. Please. So then all of a sudden it's 6-4, a home run by Goldschmidt. I think hit the home run, Goldschmidt.
But then the biggest hit of the night.
And then another guy hits a home run, 6-5. And then the new guy, Louis, what's his name?
Luis Garcia Jr.
Luis Garcia Jr. hits a shitty pitch down and away.
Bro, his strut was very Robinson Cano-esque. It was like, welcome to New York moment.
Welcome
and you're like,
to New York.
Yes.
So we were up. So now this is important to say. So we're up 7-6. 47 seconds later, we were down 13-7. That eighth inning was eighth inning. I don't understand. There's still no out. They're playing right now. There's still no outs in the eighth inning. There's nothing worse as a fan. You know what?
Fast.
My brother, if he's listening to this, he'll laugh his ass off. We would play Corona softball, and the other team would get like 11 hits in a row, right? My brother would yell out from right field, "Let's get it out." I used to laugh at that. But Craig, if you're listening, Janine, when you listen to this, tell Craig, when you're playing a game and you hear someone yelling, "Hey, let's get it out," and you've been out there a while, I actually yelled at the TV screen, "Hey, let's get it out of here!" Like, how about a chopper to third, checks the stick?
I swear to God, after the home run, right? My boy, one of my best friends, who basically made me a Yankee fan, right? He texted on the side, and he's like, that was his welcome. I love this guy. Blah, blah. Look at that stroke against righties. Blah. And I texted him back in simple form. I said, they don't win this game. It don't matter. Right? Next thing you know, I was like, I literally went to the bathroom, took a piss, came back, and they were losing.
It just makes me sick. And the Cardinals stink. Everybody mocks me. I use that word stink all the time, but it's so accurate.
It's starting to become more accurate than
like Yankees stink. The Cardinals stink. The only team that doesn't stink is the Red Sox and the Tampa Bay
and the New York Knicks.
And the New York Knicks. Also softball. Now we lost in the finals last week in the Mawa League. I was 1 for 3. Only played the field like 3 innings though. A little upset about that.
I thought you said you made one of the game. Was it the semifinals? You made the game winning out.
Yes, I played well in the semis, but that was
semis. Then he went to the finals, and we thought he left his cleats on the mound as symbolization.
We got smoked. I was 1 for 3 at Shea though. But then the Potbellies ended their season by bringing all these young guys to the playoff game, which I hate when teams do that.
Ringers.
But I played right field. I did make this is how you know you shot. Guy hits a line drive, a routine ball to me. I stepped a little bit to my left. I caught it. The guy at first base thought I was beat. And the guy at first base took off for second base.
You doubled him up?
Doubled him up. I caught it like.
And you tried it the first?
No, I just caught it. And they all yelled first. And I'm thinking, well, why would they go leave? It was right at me. And then I just tossed like a 6-hopper to first base. And the inning was over. And I'm like, I walked over.
They underestimated the throw power.
Guy was like, oh, great catch out there, man. I was like, no, it wasn't.
It's called can of corn.
It was a can of corn, exactly. Do you know how the phrase can of corn
Not a
came
shot.
From? Okay,
not
ready?
a shot. Know where that came from.
I can't believe I know this. It's from
these are the things that are just that separate us from everybody else.
Yeah, this is what people hit the 10-second button on the podcast. It's can of corn is from back in the day when you had those little like bodegas or little small like ShopRites in New York and stuff. You had to have a stick to get the cans off the top shelf. And you tipped it over and you caught the can of corn.
Get the fuck. You know what?
I swear to God.
Listen, my mind is blown. Like, beyond any. Wow.
Listen,
that's
there you
impressive.
go. You don't think I know that stupid shit.
No, that's all you know is stupid
but,
shit.
Anyway, so the season's officially over, and but I am announcing I am definitely coming back for one.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I really thought you were going to announce a retirement right
here. I can't go out this way.
He can't go out this way, but yet he can't even sit down at my studio because he's limping because he hit his fucking toe on the
if I had a game tonight, I will not be playing. I'll let the kid catch.
You hear about John Clarlo? You hear about your boy?
How did he do today? Yesterday? It's today.
He's hitting.
Today.
No, he's just hitting. That's all I'm hearing.
No, he's hitting off Rodon.
Another fucking disabled.
Anyway.
Injured, sorry. Like, why would you say
Of course, me trying to play softball again means I will be
chasing miracles.
ChasingMiracles.com. Shit your body needs. This is the same piece. Look how old this paperwork is.
Oh, my God.
Shit your body needs. That's right. Chasing Miracles stem cell patches.
Do you like our little our suits here? That way, it's cute, right? That's actually the same jersey he's wearing right now.
Yeah, of course. You got that for the wrong thing. You had that.
That was Oxy Magic. Oh, see, first live show here, and Dave
is
screws
being
it all
thrown by having me walk into the studio.
Yeah, I'm just shook. I'm shook.
I mean, Liv is like, she's like shaking. Oh my God, a real celebrity. Oh my God, he was on Friends.
Loose. Very loose celebrity.
Loose. Anyway, go talk to Tommy and Donna at ChasingMiracles.com. calm here from the army. I'm not used to looking up at the
says,
camera.
wear a boot.
I'm on, what did he say?
He said, wear a boot.
I know. I'm on a disabled list. Anyway, chasingmiracles.com. Good people. And he wrote a book called Chasing Miracles, which I'm definitely going to make you read because you're going to love it. It's your kind of thing.
How many more things you want me to read?
I know. Well, Dave and I, people don't know that in our studious days, we have like a little book club.
We got a book club.
Basically, I find books, I make them order many, and we text each other.
And honestly,
they're awesome.
They're game changers. They really are.
What's the one, the dad one was?
It's like basically the dad playbook. Like I don't know.
It's
I
great.
remember the name
I wish
of it.
I had that. I wish I read that.
I read mine this morning. This morning was good. But when they're powerful, I get a separate text. Like I've already either read it already. I haven't got. Right. Usually, I don't get out of bed until I read it.
I know if it's like because I think about it. I have a 17-year-old, and it's really not about
That's
dad.
the age,
it's about,
by the way.
My daughter's older than you. The
same age.
Same age. But she's going into her senior year. You're going into your junior year.
No, she's going to senior year.
Senior. All right. So my daughter got to hang out. My daughter's listening. I have a friend here for you.
We're gonna set you up with a new friend.
You got a new friend. Play date. But this book is cool. I can't think of the title now. It's so stupid. It's something, but it's not about being a dad. It's really about being a parent.
The best part was like we refer to it as like you'll write something like dad book, bro.
Yeah,
dad book. No, we don't even know the name of it. Dad book.
It's something you read for takes you about a minute to read.
Yeah, they're like one paragraph excerpts.
It's one paragraph. And sometimes this book says stuff and you're like, damn, like depending on your mood or what's going on, it's like a direct shot to the head. And I will text Dave and say, dad book, bro.
You know how many times I've closed the book when I'm done reading it and I out loud, and I've been caught from staff or even my kids. I close it. I'm like, yeah. It's like that one little breath, like, and I agree with that one. That was good. There's only very few misses. There's like a few where I'm like,
few that we can't relate to.
Correct.
But I would say 95% of them I can. Just that.
But when they go deep into the story, they're like Harriet Tubman fucking dug out the fucking. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what does this have to do with my kids?
Some of the simple ones are just unbelievably powerful.
Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. That's what it is. Thank you, Tyson Hogan.
Tyson. See, I can't. Usually, I can see them. I can't even read.
That's what I'm here for.
That's what you're here for now. Oh my God, we
facilitate. And the other one is how to live like a stoic mindset. By the way, that's another powerful. That's the one I read that one. That one's
I actually called. When I was reading that one, I actually called up my priest friend and said, "Hey, is this stoic go against any like Christianity and
Father
stuff
Paul?"
Like that? I call Father Paul and Father John. Father Paul and Father John, the pastor. Sometimes I got to go to a higher authority.
the next Paul, let me speak to your manager.
I got. By the way, shout out to Father Paul,
who's been sending me memes all of a sudden.
I don't know if I can say it, but Father Paul had a little a procedure done. I'll leave it at that. Which is
he's Sister Paul now.
He was in the hospital for a little bit. So God bless, he's back. He's doing fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right.
That's my dad.
I realized I don't know if you went.
I'm going to get kicked off the air if I say what I think I want to say.
I don't know if publicly I can really say that. Anyway, a prayer to Father Paul, but he's doing good.
He's got the prayer part covered.
Yes. And we have in Beer League, which we talk about Beer League now. Beer League will be shooting now in 2046.
Jesus Christ. And Father Paul's back in it. Remember he was in the early scenes that we used to film?
Father Paul's going to play a pope.
The Pope?
Because he'll probably be the Pope.
Oh, gee.
We're still on schedule for really that. That's not throwing Father Paul under the bus.
I like Father Paul. Good guy.
We're still going to shoot end of August, but it looks like we're only shooting 2 episodes.
Am I in it?
Not these 2. No.
You know what? I schedule haircuts around this shit. My workout regimen has changed. People at the gym are like, dude, why are you going so hard? It's like, because I got to be in a shitty pilot.
Listen, the bottom line is you will be in episode 104. You will be in that for sure. And plus you're in I can't give away plot points, but you're part of a major plot point.
Hey.
To any fans of Beer League, he's part of a major plot point that has to do with Manganelli Day here at Shea.
Dennis Manganelli.
And that's sad. The movie came out. You weren't even born yet. Half my credits came out. My daughter wasn't around.
She told me yesterday, right? Didn't I like throw up in my mouth? I was like, when were you born again? She was like, 09. I was like, you didn't get to see the last series. The last World Series. I was like, God.
My daughter was born in January, so she was alive for the 09 thing.
She was alive for it, but I said you were under 1. Like you were like you were 6 months old.
I think my daughter knew what was going on. Did
you watch the World Series in 09? Yeah, right. It's like, of course, I was knee deep in it. Unbelievable. CeCe Sabathia, what a performance.
Yes, it was a great. I actually did watch it with my daughter in our bed, and
2009 was a great year. My dad got remarried. It was a great year. And then Liv was born. Your
Yeah,
daughter was born. It was a great year.
It's 2009 day here.
Hell yeah, 2009. Also the year of
when we do show 3009.
Oh boy, yeah, that'll be fun.
But we so the beer league thing's going. It's not off the rails, but we realized that we were onto something really good with the writing. So we changed our thought process, which means instead of shooting 4 episodes over the end of August, we're only going to shoot 2, and then we're going to get going on.
I feel like that's a good less is more type deal where you can like sink your teeth into to really make them
listen,
thicker,
I'll tell you what happened. Really, what happened was, these episodes are only going to be like 7 minutes long, 8 minutes long, maybe 10. But some of them can only be like an interstitial, like 1 minute long. Long as it's saying like could be just me putting on my spikes or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, we don't know, but there's no limit of how many we can do.
Oh,
we can do 10, 12, it don't matter. And so we decided that rather than have what I call drive-bys, instead of just having you walk by and like, oh, that's Dave Destruction, you'll have more meat on the bone when you are in an episode. And as this season goes on, but we really plan on shooting 5 seasons of these.
5 seasons?
Yeah, it's all there.
Hey,
and,
Amazon, Netflix, you hear that? 5 of them.
Yeah,
get invested now at the ground level.
The new writers, Johnny and Levi, along with me and Tom and David Sonkin, we think we're onto something here with that really can make this like a kick-ass show. So rather than shoot bunch of episodes that are not 100% ready to go, we're going to make sure the episodes are tight, because those of you in the TV land, if it's not on the written page, you unless you hit a backdoor 3 or you're an OG with a tip in, you're not winning the game. So we're making sure the scripts are right, so we know what we're doing there. But I thought about, are we not in the dog days of August right now? I feel like
it does feel like that, but
the Yankees
but now
suck,
you know what I just
the Mets suck.
I know you're not going to like this, but there's other things to do in life other than the Yankees. So we had the fantasy football draft lottery last weekend at my brother's house.
Fantasy football draft lottery
to find out what pick you have. And then the draft is on the 21st. So now you can mock draft from your position.
So if I say that's gay, I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. You know why? Because we have the kids pick the numbers, and like we have to make it a whole thing.
Family day here.
So now, how you feel? Huh? It's not gay anymore.
No alcohol or anything.
No, I was drinking a transfusion. I was
transfusion day.
My brother found out. Well, then found out, but like when we went golfing, I drove the caddy. Drove the cart, and I was the caddy.
Stop right there.
What? It was so much fun,
How
dude.
could you not even like attempt to golf?
Because I'm too competitive and I'm too frustrated with sports.
No, you're too awful.
Well, that 100%. I would suck. I would absolutely suck.
Not just whack the ball around with you.
Well, that's the thing. I would think.
Did you hit one shot?
Not one. Not one. You know what? You know when they were doing when they had their backswing? My backswing was this.
Yeah. Okay,
and I drank,
which is fine.
Transfusions.
By the way, transfusions only taste good on a golf course. You know that, right?
100%.
Try to order one.
My brother.
I tried to order one at the Interstate Diner.
So this one was
State Line Diner.
This one was Tito's, grape juice, and ginger ale.
Yeah.
Boy,
good.
3 of those.
They go.
Hello, everybody. And
2 is fine. 3 in bed by 9. We'll be right back.
When I got back, they're like, "How's golf?" I was like, "It's fine." That's great.
No, transfusion. I like them actually, but they don't. They make them. They're good at it's a golf course thing. It's a looper thing.
Right. Oh, that's another. We met. This is that bugged me. Not bugged me. I don't care. There's when you go to a golf course, if you sign up for 18 holes, I'm the caddy. 2 golfers, my brother and his brother.
Didn't hold their bags, did you?
No, there was in the back of the cart. I was driving the cart on the course, so it's like.
So you were a looper.
Fine, looper, if that's what it is. So I were doing that, but when we pulled up the hole 1, there was another guy there, and he's like, "Hey, you guys are the 7 o'clock," and we're like, "We signed up for 2," and so now they added a 3rd without really telling us, and I was like, because now they're paying a nice chunk of change, but the weird part was, and he was a fucking fantastically funny, genuine dude. He's from New Orleans, and he said, "My brother." This is the funniest thing in the world. My brother shanks one. It goes, and I'm like, oof. So Danny's like, I'm going to go play that one. I'm going to go find it.
Try to play cutting across another fairway.
So he's all over the fuck. He's in the bush, right? And I'm driving the path, and a pack of 3 goats walk across right where I'm driving. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, I'm so close to goats. This is so funny. So then I finally pull around to find out where the hell my brother is. And he finally found goats. Legit. Well, it's Aruba. So these are wild animals out there.
Aruba has goats?
I guess they do now.
The things you learn
but it's funny. It's
Jimmy
just like
Palumbo
a can of corn. But just so I pull around and I'm like, where the hell's my brother? And I look, I was like, oh, there he is. And I look at him like, oh my God. He's about to line up for his shot with like 5 goats surrounding him. So I'm like, you're gonna hit a goat, dude. So all I said was I made a joke. I was like, Dad, Danny's over there, chipping away with Tom Brady. The New Orleans guy was like, hey man, no, none of that shit. Fuck Tom Brady. And I was like, don't worry about it, bro. I'm a Cowboys fan. He goes, I fucking hate the Cowboys. I was like, you're a Saints fan. Why do you hate the guy? I hate the Cowboys more. I hate the Falcons. I was like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
What are you, Archie Manning days?
I was like, what's the problem here? But it blew my mind that like fan bases of teams can hate teams that have nothing. It's like when the Yankees hate the Mets. I'm like, why? I don't get it.
I have a few teams like that I can't stand.
But why?
Like, I hate Boise State.
Because of the blue field?
No, that's the only thing I like about that. Which, by the way, if you buy
Marcus Lawrence,
I'm about to educate you further.
Oh, here we go.
In like the history of marketing, when they cover like that Apple commercial during the Super Bowl years ago, the different thing. One of them, like in the top 25, is the blue field. A general manager AD decided to do that, and his thing was, so when you turn the TV on and you see the blue field, it's Boise State. Think about that.
I mean,
I said Rutgers should have a lime green thing. So when you turn the game up, or what I think they should do is camouflage the Rutgers field.
You can't see
them
anyway.
You can't see, you don't know who's playing. All you know is, does that say 42-6?
I'm not. I found this out the hard way, but my brother-in-law is colorblind. So when there was a Christmas Day game, it was the Jets and the Patriots. The Jets were all green and the Patriots were all red. Those two colors, when you're colorblind, you can't see. So I was like, so if you didn't see the logo on the helmet, you didn't know what the fuck you were watching. And I was like, how are you doing this? He's like, I gotta figure it out. I'm like, figure it out.
Well,
what? I lose my mind.
Well, I'm not colorblind, but the Big Ten has 18 teams, of which 16 are red and white. Every team.
And there's also 16 ranked higher than Rutgers.
Rutgers predicted to finish 18. These are
I saw the over-unders of win totals.
3.
It's 4.5.
4.5.
But I got mad at it. I was like, what the fuck you mean? But then what garbage are we going to put out there?
Then you look at the schedule. And you're like, that Maryland game to end the season is going to be critical.
So I looked that up, and they're like, I was like, so where do they find the ChatGPT and Google Gemini? They have like a little personality too sometimes. Yeah. So they're like, if you're looking to hit the over, you better go 4-0. Like,
but we play USC week 3. So
blackout game. It's going to be, right? Did they announce that?
Yes,
it is?
But I am going to the Boston College game, so
I'm going to take a ride.
I will be shooting video up there for sure. Never been to Boston.
Are you coming back for Monday?
Yeah, I'm going. I'm leaving Thursday. I'm going to fart around in Boston Thursday night, fart around Friday, go to the game Friday night, and come back Saturday.
Oh, okay.
It's a Friday night.
It's a Friday night game.
6 o'clock. Rutgers play. Actually, I think week 5 we're playing Monday at noon.
If you're done with third period, and you're done, come on out to the stadium.
You know what I think happens with Rutgers and the Big Ten?
Really
the Big Ten Network guy comes in. It's like, all right, guys, we got to fill up the schedule. You know what? We have no programming Tuesday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. All right, Rutgers, you're going to play Maryland at Tuesday at 4 o'clock. You good? Yeah, sure. That's fine. That works.
Yeah. We'll open the gates at 2.
Meanwhile, the Ohio State guy goes, yeah, hi, we're going to be playing all our home games at noon every Saturday. Thank you. And the Penn State guy, yeah, we'll play 1 4 o'clock game on Saturday. The rest will be at noon. Thank you.
And then they're on the phone like, can you believe this guy? He wants to play this thing called prime time. What the fuck do they think they're talking to? We're Penn State.
Like the mayor of State College, like, yeah, they want us to play Thursday night. That's not happening.
Cinecor wants to know, did Jimmy just say he's never been to Boston?
Yes, which people can't believe that I've never been to Boston.
Again, I only went to Boston once for my brother's bachelor
party. I've never
party.
been there. I've been to, I think,
I've been
to New York, Chicago, L.A., Miami, St. Louis, Columbus,
I've been there
Ohio,
everywhere, man.
Austin, Texas, Dallas. I've been to Seattle. I'm trying to think of the other bigger cities that I've never. Atlanta, Orlando,
the Omni,
Austin, the Omni from downtown. I think I've been to most of the big cities.
Ever been to Minnesota?
Yes.
How about that? See, I'm just throwing...
briefly though on an airport layover.
Does that count?
Yeah.
All right, fine. I've been to Seattle. Minnesota. I've been to North Carolina, South Carolina, Charlotte.
Yes, but I've never been to
And it's a drive, which is even wilder that you've never been there. It's a drive. It's not a
I know, and I want to go, but I'm only going to spend like a day and a half there, I guess.
That's all you need.
That's all I really need.
We went for a weekend for my brother's bachelor party. I took a piss on Fenway, and we went home.
Well, my brother was like, I told my brother, so maybe if there's a game at Fenway, I'll go that Thursday night. He's like, well, they're not playing the Yankees. I said, well, it doesn't matter. I just want to see a game. He's like, no, you don't go to a game.
None of that shit.
I don't agree with that. Listen, I'm 61 years old. I've never been to a city. I can at least drive by it, see what it looks like. I heard it's small. And
Jimmy's been to Castleberry, Florida. That's what Tyson said, but not Boston.
That's true. You know what? I have been to that area in Florida.
I don't even know where the fuck Castleberry is.
Outside of Orlando. For three. Got it. We're tired of anyone. Naples, Florida. That's an interesting thing. What city? Maryland, Philly, D.C.
You thinking of big cities?
Yeah, I can't think. Am I missing a big city? What am I forgetting about?
Vegas. You've been to Vegas. Have you been to Washington, the state?
Seattle. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Seattle. All right, you said Seattle. All right.
San Francisco. I've been
Texas.
to.
Yeah, San Francisco to all those ferries.
L.A. I've been to San Diego.
I hate the 49ers. Give me.
I've been to Dallas, Austin, Texas. I've been to Houston, St. Louis.
Been to Fort Worth.
Absolutely. For 1986, we went to the game. Only two of the ones Giants lost.
Fort Worth. What?
Weren't they in Fort Worth? Yeah, that's where they used to play.
Irving. They played in Irving. Fort Worth was that's like where like Billy Bob's and shit is. That's like deep heart of Route, Texas.
Now, how far away is Fort Worth?
It's like a hop, skip, and a jump. You're there.
I think I went to the beer barn when that was a dry county back then. Did you know that?
Texas had a dry county?
Where the Cowboys used to play, you couldn't buy beer. Only place you could buy beer is in the stadium.
I did not know that.
So the guy...
That's interesting.
Here's a story. We show up in 1986, right? Second game of the season, playing the Cowboys. We go to the stadium, the old stadium, and we want to get beer for the tailgate. The guy goes like, oh, you can't really get it here. You got to go down. Go down 3 lights and make a right, and you're going to go on this road. It's kind of gravelly, and you'll end up at the beer barn. I thought it meant like a company name, like the beer barn, like Bottle King, the beer barn. No. This was a barn in the middle of the field, and they had beer inside of it. And you walk in, and it was kind of like mob, like, what do you want? Like, really?
Password.
Yeah, it was like, you walk in, and you walk out, you buy beer, and then you could bring it to the stadium and tell you couldn't. But now I think those rules are gone. That was back in '86.
Yeah, and
we lost the game. That's when Herschel Walker had like the game.
Herschel Walker, responsible for the dynasty.
But after that, it has been all New York Giants, and I think we only lost one game in Seattle after that. And then
I'm trying to think of any more big cities, and I'm drawing a blank. What about like the Midwest?
Scranton?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania,
Scranton, Pittsburgh.
Is that where the office is?
I was in West Virginia, but never in like Morgantown. I'm trying to think of states. I never went to those like Dakotas, any of that area.
I've been to Cleveland to cover SummerSlam.
I've been to Cleveland too. No, I've never been to Cleveland.
Good. You can go see where the house of isn't the fucking the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame out there?
Yeah, the comedy clubs are good in Cleveland though. So
pick them up.
That's what Beer League was. We did very well when that movie came out on the theaters. We did well in Cleveland, Ohio.
That's some random shit. In
other news here at Shea, I had a couple of big auditions. Last night was a big one.
Can you disclose or no?
It's for
if you don't want it,
it's for a new TV show.
Okay.
But to me, it was a big one. And I have what I call them game changers. And every year, listen, at my level, I would say twice a year I have what's called a game changer, which means like, okay, that is
time to dial it in.
Yeah, whatever it is, getting involved here. And I have a big one live actually on Zoom. I should probably do it from here if I was smart, but it's like it's like 13 pages. I can be ready to go, which I will be. And I'm excited about it. Hopefully, and they are kind of, somebody there must like me because there's a connection there. I don't know how, but I got to give a big shout out to, hey, look, we're Italian. We live in New Jersey. Sopranos is a big part of our lives, right? And Big Pussy passed away. Vinny Pastore. Now, the funny thing is,
on the face,
I didn't know him like personally, but when I would see him out at, there was a time when I saw him at auditions, even after The Sopranos, a couple of films we were reading for, and he was in The Family.
Yes.
And when he got to Paris, France, I was there 2 weeks, and I was getting ready to leave for a week, and those guys were coming in to shoot their stuff, and I was busting his balls. I was like, "Oh, Vinny Pastore's here. This guy's a pain in the ass." Okay, he was like, "There's no Wi-Fi here. I can't get my phone to work." So we laughed over that. But he was. I would see him at auditions. Like I never forget me, Artie, and Vinny Pastore read for a Dunkin' Donuts commercial. Why I remember it was Dunkin' Donuts, I do not know. And we were just talking, and he was always like, he was like just like. Me at the time, trying to get working some things here and there, but he was always very nice.
You talk about a typecast.
And then I saw him after The Sopranos, and he said something really cool. They were talking about, he was talking to a buddy of his at an audition for this mob movie, I guess I was auditioning for, and somebody was talking about, hey, Vinny Pastore, and he was like, I was only in 2 seasons, and he goes, HBO back then didn't pay that well. And so he was saying how he didn't make that much money. The show ran for, he was being honest, like when you're not in and I can relate to that now. Like when you're not in every episode, you don't get your weekly pay.
How do you benefit from because they didn't pay well then, but then The Sopranos became what it was, right? Well, and people are now rewatching
he was one of the most
it.
Yeah. He gets.
Do you get royalties and shit?
You do, but the residuals from HBO aren't that great. He was basically saying like everybody thinks I'm like a gabillionaire off of this. Now he goes, I get work from it.
Yeah, of course,
but not directly from the thing, which I always thought was a cool thing to say, because a bunch of actors looking at him like he was like, hey guys, it's not as before you get highfalutin, it's not as highfalutin as you think, but
yeah, that was sad.
I did not know he was 80.
Yeah, and I saw recent pictures of him, and I still wouldn't tell you he was 80.
Yeah, he looked pretty good. I guess I don't know what happened. I know some.
He's 80. Who knows what? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if it was anything catastrophic, but like I would say that he lived life. He won life. When you get to 80 and above, it's like now you're in overtime.
So you're saying I got 19 years left?
That's it.
Wait a minute. In World Cup, because World Cup, it's like.
Well, if you do a stoppage time, then you really don't know how much time you have.
We do stoppage time. I'll be dead in 4 hours.
All right.
But,
Jesus Christ.
But a shout out to guys like Gary Pastore, who was an actor friend of mine. He was close with him, his cousin and stuff. And also tons of other people that were my buddy Paul Borghese, who played Yogi Berra in 61. He was very close with Vinny. I feel bad for the people that were very close to him, but all indications, he was always nice to me when I saw him at auditions. I did not know him personally. He's not in my cell phone or anything, but he knew who I was. And it's just very sad. When you lose like a guy, it's almost like you just, I guess the celluloid hero thing, you just, first of all, I couldn't believe he was 80. And then I'm like, oh man, like another slice of, I don't know, Hollywood, Americana is a big pussy.
Like, it was one of those guys where, like I said, he was a typecast, but it wasn't a bad typecast. Certain people,
and he's good. He was good on the show as well. And he's good in movies he's in, as well. So it's very sad to hear that.
I know we got off it before because
like Tony Soprano and Big Pussy are dead. That's that, and they're reunited. And so is what's his name? The other guy. Like 3 of them, big three are gone.
Walnuts is still alive, right? Paulie
Walnuts is still alive. What's his name with the senior moment? The slick back hair, the major kid.
I'm drawing a blank too. You know him.
Awful. And so like 3 guys from the show are gone, which is really, really shitty to me. And
again, they got into these shows not as spring chicken. They were
all older,
right?
So, I mean, listen, they didn't.
Sometimes you gotta wait.
Only Gandolfini died tragically.
Right.
Of course, I used to sit next to him at Rutgers games, which was awesome.
What? I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
In your section?
Okay. So Rutgers is playing Syracuse. And if we win the game, we go to our first bowl game under Shiano. So he walks in and Gandolfini sits right next to me. And I'm
in your seats that you're in right now?
Yes, right
there. So
there.
in my seat, really?
You're sitting in your seat.
Oh, wow.
So he sits down. He's got a big bucket.
I'm sitting in Tony Soprano's seat.
I can't believe I never told this story.
No.
He sits down with a big bucket of popcorn and his son, who's an actor now on Daredevil and all these shows. And the son had to be, I don't know, 4, 5 maybe. And my nephew was 4 or 5 years old. And so the kid, I don't know where he got it, but it was a massive bucket of popcorn. So the kid's looking at me. Meanwhile, my nephew's looking over at that popcorn like, damn, Uncle Jimmy, you suck. You didn't get me shit. And so we're sitting there, and my brother's
Paulie died in 22. He's dead too. Paulie Walnuts. I did not know that. Johnny Box came in with that one. That's crazy.
He died too?
In 22, so that's only 3 years ago. 4 years ago. That's crazy. Sorry to interrupt. I wasn't looking at the screen there.
Pretty soon we'll be talking about the cast of Beer League who died. Anyway, so we lost one, Seymour Cassell.
Dirt.
Dirt's dead.
Dirt's
He
dead.
died in the movie and in real life.
Wow, that's twice.
No, this one.
Best pitcher in the league.
When
Okay.
Johnny Trino dies, it'll be that's breaking news on CNN.
Yeah, that one's
But anyway,
gonna-
so we're sitting
I
there,
don't want to think about that.
and my nephew's staring at it, and Gandolfini could see that my nephew's staring at it. You know,
Hey,
And
kid, have some popcorn.
No, he did.
No.
He held it in front of him as if to say, "Have it," you know. And he gave me a look, a soprano look, like it's all right. And I said, "Yeah." I just went, "Yeah, it's time. Have some."
I mean, clearly you know who he is.
I didn't act like I did though. It was just
Okay.
another fucking fat fucking Rutgers game. You know what I mean? So my
He's another
nephew,
me.
my nephew went to go grab the popcorn, and Gandolfini fake sneezed into the popcorn.
And that's
And my
funny.
nephew went like this, and he goes, come on, nothing better than a little famous snot in your popcorn, which I thought was really funny.
Holy shit.
So I laughed at that, but I didn't
That's
say
very
anything.
funny.
Rutgers won the game. He was excited. He was a big Rutgers fan. He went to Rutgers, graduated 4 years before I did. And
This whole
afterwards,
time I've been thinking you're the most popular person to ever come out of Rutgers.
that's why they do the whole soprano thing at the beginning of the game.
I just thought because it was New Jersey.
No, he did a commercial for him. I think.
Wow, the more you know.
So Shannon talked about it the other day. But then on the way out, we were like, game was over. Everybody was cheering. We stayed late. It's the first bowl game we clinched. And I said, "Hey, man," I said, "it was nice meeting you." I said, "I'm in the same business." He's like, "Oh, really? What are you up to?" I said, "Just auditioning, done a bunch of TV and films and stuff like that," which I had. And he goes, "Good. Keep at it, man. Keep at it. Keep going." I said, "Yeah, you got it, man. And good luck on the rest of your career." And he said, "Yeah, blah, blah, blah." So it was like a nice moment. But everybody wanted me to get his number.
I mean, I probably would have if you're in the same field, but that's hard to do. I mean, I know that.
Act like.
Any wrestler I've ever met, any legend in this, I've been in business for 14, 15 years, and anybody I come across in early years, I'm like, but like now, I'm just like, he's over there.
You got to act like, I mean, it's like if I met Joe Rogan, he'd be nervous around me. I mean, the Jimmy Palumbo,
he looks at you like competition.
We're up to like 19 listeners and 58 patrons. He doesn't have that.
Nah. He has 58 garages in his car, in his
all
house.
I know is on LinkedIn, someone from the Joe Rogan show is looking
Happened
at
to
you.
me too.
I know, so there must be like there's something going on.
They need a sub show.
They don't like,
they need a Tuesday afternoon.
You know what? We're like the San Diego Padres. The Dodgers want nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? They want
Not in October.
Not in October. You may win every game, but you're gonna barely beat them.
I'm still fucking. I mean, obviously, as we prep for, at least we won the tailgate, right? We prep for that show, but like I'm seeing the things that you've sent me, and I'm seeing the things that are in my phone. Bro, how excited we got to win that first game last year. We're on the fucking field and the fireworks, and we're like, what it up?
Really?
Like, meanwhile, we beat Woodbridge High School, right? And we're like,
I look at that. Well, that was part of the joke.
I know, but like,
we were like,
but here's the problem. I was genuinely excited to be 1-0.
Was that your first game?
No, of last year.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the first game.
Yeah, but
I've been with you for 2 years now.
Oh, okay.
Two, or maybe even two, like
no,
into
listen,
3.
Listen to me. When Rutgers football wins, you must celebrate.
But
because you could go.
The promo video were like, August is our month. It's like, yep,
I literally, when in 1980, when we lost to Alabama 17-13, we were 4-0. Like August, September, that's when Rutgers make.
Hey, listen.
Oh, the Ides of October come.
Yeah.
Look out.
As soon as you get into that fall, as soon as you walk out of your house and you can see your own breath, that Rutgers is going to lose that game.
Everybody, some of these people that think we're talking about Rutgers again, just because I'm annoyed. Like everybody says we're going to win 3 games, but I mean, that means UMass and Howard is 2.
Right, so that means one more game. There was something I looked up and I was going to save it for our show, but like it's just like they're like, here are the swing games, Maryland, and I'm like, that's not a swing game to me. You can beat Maryland. You know what I mean? Like,
Maryland
you
stinks.
have beat Maryland.
Listen, Maryland stinks. Michigan State stinks. Nebraska stinks.
They're not the teams
Boston
that they
College
used to be.
Stinks. The only teams that don't stink on our schedule are USC, Indiana, and Penn State.
Correct.
Everybody else is Wisconsin. So it's 4. But why can't you go 8-4 and lose to those 4 teams? It never happens that way.
So I'm looking at state of the program. Like I ran this whole thing just to see where they were at. So must wins is the game breakdown. Must win. So their Vegas line right now is 4.5 on FanDuel. 4.5 wins, which is fucking, to me, it's mind numbing. Must wins: UMass, Howard, Boston College. Right. So if you get those 3, great. You're supposed to win those 3. The swing games are at Maryland, Indiana, and Minnesota.
Those are swing games?
Those are swing games, according to this thing.
No.
Well, again, Indiana's not Indiana anymore, dude. Like that, their main guy is over in Vegas right now, so he's done.
Did you hear that? Did you see that coach?
Don't fucking worry about that guy. Don't worry about that. And the heavyweights is the USC, that's going to be great.
But Indiana's ranked higher than they are.
I'm just saying what they're saying here, and Michigan and Penn State. So, You gotta get those first fucking 2 at least, and then you gotta shock the world against USC, and then you're talking.
There's 5 teams we play that don't stink. Everybody else stinks.
I see it's
so
a little bit more wide open.
So why can't we go 7-5? Why can't we lose to the teams that are way better than us and beat the teams that stink?
Because that's what good teams do. Are we a good team?
But you're going to hear a lot more of this.
We're going to find out
as we get closer to this thing.
So follow it right now if you're watching this online and you're a Rutgers fan. Follow At Least We Won the Tailgate on Instagram. So we started posting some bullshit.
And we're actually both of us genuinely like this. I'm a Rutgers fan. So I get excited every year. That's why I wore this shirt, Willis. But we actually are pumped about this. We really think that we think there's a void in the market of a really nice, good, solid podcast show from Rutgers. That's a team in the Big Ten. And we're hoping to get other Big Ten podcast guys to come on to talk about their team. And I want this to be a very
the cool part about
highly
this,
produced show, which I'm confident Dave can pull that off.
But the cool part about this is I feel like, and this is not a knock at the previous or running podcast, I just feel like a lot of it is very corporate and buttoned up, which it should be, which most podcasts should be. This one is for the fan, by the fan. You're gonna get analysis. We know ball.
Yeah,
you're gonna get the roster stuff. We know that stuff. You're also gonna get the I can't believe you dropped that ball on 3rd down, big drop, but not like this guy stinks, get him off the team. You know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna kill anybody.
We got to make sure we don't curse in a way. Curse out a guy,
Brett says the same thing when we talk Cowboys.
If a guy plays lousy, we got to bring that up.
Yeah, of course. You got to be real. I mean, we got plenty of connects in Rutgers with guests. We got Mike Tverdoff. If you're a Rutgers guy, you know Mike. Yeah. The defensive end, you have obviously Eric LeGrand, our relationship with them and him and his whole camp and everything he's got going on. So there's a lot of cool shit.
I have some basketball players that are big fans of the football team. And eventually, listen.
I may or may not have reached out to Muhammad Sanu already. Yeah. Trying to.
We have a shot at Sanu. A friend of mine's good friends with his family. You know what? In a perfect world, in maybe a couple of years, 2 things have to happen. Would be cool for our show. We've talked about this. If somehow Rutgers does decently one year,
they got to win games.
If they don't win games, you know what? Let me tell you what would be shitty for the podcast. Say we go 3-0, beat USC, right?
Yeah.
That'll give us a good momentum heading into the Indiana
USC,
game,
this
right?
fucking, yeah.
And then they play Howard, probably. So it'll be 4-0 going into Indiana. That would be cool for the show.
Sure.
I mean, obviously for the fan, yes, but for the show.
Yeah.
But what would be worse for me to kill our buzz is 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2,
yeah,
2-4, 3-4, 3-5, 4-5. That's just like.
And then the final episode is they've been invited to a bowl game. It's actually not even a listed bowl game. It's just they got invited. They're 4-8.
Rutgers will be in their bowl game on December 14th on a Tuesday night.
They declined last year, right? When they got invited, they didn't play it.
No, they didn't because they somebody dropped out. They were 5-7.
Right, but they got invited as a backup to the backup to the back.
Because the ball mysteriously flew out of Ethan Kalamakanakis, who is with the Washington Redskins. He ain't getting cut.
No, you think he's going to make the team?
No, I think he's got a better chance than OBJ of making an NFL team.
OBJ's on your boys now.
I know, but he can get cut. He's like the 4th string.
Fucking reunion over there.
Ethan is not going to get cut. I guarantee you that. First of all, when you get drafted, they usually keep you 1 year because it's money investment.
I mean, but
you can get cut. He doesn't suck. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
But anyway, TV shows I've been watching. Have you watched Sugar at all? That show Sugar?
What is that? Where's that at?
It's just, you know what? It's just
First of all, he's behind. It's Jaden Daniels, Marcus Mariota, then Ethan, and then Sam Hartman. Remember Hartman from North Carolina?
Okay. So when I read that,
so Ethan's going to be the emergency 3. If you had a guess.
Okay. If I'm Ethan's dad, I'm like, oh, this is awesome because Mariota sucks.
Mariota doesn't suck.
He sucks. Come on. If Mariota was, if Dak Prescott got hurt and Mariota was the starting quarterback of the Cowboys, you'd be miserable.
I don't know about miserable.
Who's your backup?
Milton from the fucking Patriots. He's got, first of all, the only quarterback in Madden right now with a 99 throw power.
Okay.
His accuracy is a 47, but nobody fucking cares about that. But what I'm saying is if Dak went down, all the fucking knocks in the world, if Dak goes down and Mariota comes in, I'm not going to be like, fuck, the season's over. If Milton goes in there, I'm like, fuck, the season's over. Right, well, Mariota's capable of winning games in this league.
I've been saying it since I've been sitting in the stands. This kid Ethan's the NFL quarterback. Now Jaden Daniels is a stud, but people get hurt. And guys get in games. I think the kid's going to end up being
Did you watch Quarterback? The new season of Quarterback?
I just started it.
Very good.
Now, the second season, you know what? I thought the second season was called like wide receiver.
No, there's another. It's like a spinoff. There's a wide receiver one. There's a quarterback one. So wide receiver will probably drop another one. This is the third season of quarterback.
I didn't like the wide receiver one. I don't know why.
It was different. Quarterback, I feel like the
first season of quarterback was awesome.
Yeah, because it was
but
new.
What was the second season? That maybe I did one. It was Baker Mayfield.
Mahomes.
No, Mahomes was the first one.
And then one was Joe Burrow. That was second one.
Yeah, second one.
So this one's a little different. This one's got Cam Ward, who's getting drafted.
Right.
Got Joe Flacco, who's 40. Okay, right. Go through that lifestyle.
And they've already all dropped. They're just
and Jaden. Yeah, they're all there. And Jaden Daniels, who keeps getting broken every week. He's like, I'm back from my knee injury. Crack, there goes his fucking elbow.
But they do it, release it every week, though, right?
No, it's all there.
It's all there. Oh, it's based on last season.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they finished.
I'm surprised I didn't know. I thought that was.
No, I see. That's the shit I dive into, and you can't bother me at all.
Without that show, I would hate Mahomes. But that show just put such a cool light on him.
Mahomes is so cool. It's just that really, really crying shame that he married such an intolerable person. Because every time I see his wife,
listen. After watching that show, I think Mariota, Mahomes, and the guy who was quarterbacking of
Matt Ryan, not Matt Ryan. I'm sorry, the other one, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins,
which made me a Kirk Cousins guy.
If you first of all, no, if you watch that season of quarterbacks, you got to be a fan of those three guys. The way they said it, and it seemed genuine to me.
Oh, 100%. My favorite part was Kirk Cousins. He's like, I just get a haircut, and he's like, where do you go? Who's your bar? Who's your personal chef? Who's your personal barber? No, I just go to Great Clips and just tell him to give me my dad cut, and where I'm out. I'm like, that guy is a
the first
genius.
Season of quarterback. Everyone should watch it. There's two great scenes. One is when he's all banged up. He gets home and he's like, and his wife's like, every Sunday my husband gets into a vicious car accident. It's called an NFL game. But he gets into the bed to read a book with the kids. Yeah. He's like, and then the bunny said, you can see he's like,
yeah, he can't even turn the pages and
shit. The other thing is Kirk Cousins in the car ride on the way home from the Giant playoff game. Mm-hmm. He looks at his wife and says, I can't believe we just lost to the Giants.
And that is the quarterback you want on your team.
Yeah,
because he was just living and dying like a fan.
And funny thing is, every Giant fan was like, I can't believe we just beat the So I find that very funny. It's a great show. I didn't realize I did watch the second season now that I think about it. But
the third one's out. It's very good. I
will watch it. Yeah. You watch them all
already? Baker Mayfield, which is like, he's such a, if I had to rank like top 10 like people that like were in college and I loved them in college and it translated personality wise into the pros, Baker Mayfield's one of those guys. He came in there like a bat out of hell. He's a gamer. And
I like him too. He gets his bad rap for no reason.
He gets a bad rap because of the beginning of his career.
Right.
It's just because when you're drafted 1 overall, you got to be the dude or you're going to wind up being Jamarcus Russell. And if you become Jamarcus Russell, you're obscurity forever. But he's reinvented himself.
One thing about all these quarterbacks though, Dave, what is it?
Well, I'm assuming after a
even
long
though they're good
game,
quarterbacks, just like Liv in her home, they have filthy carpets. That's right. And if you have filthy, dirty carpets, you know what you got to do?
You got to call Brian.
I'm Brian from Oxy Magic, and I'm cleaning your filthy carpets.
Oxy Magic USA.com. That's OXY Magic USA.com. Drying time is
4 to 7 weeks.
There you go. 1 to 2 hours. World Cup. In World Cup.
Stoppage time.
Yeah, stoppage time.
I don't know. How many times did you go down with an injury? You banged your toe, and now it's like, that's going to add a couple minutes.
But go to OxyMagicUSA.com. They are the best carpet cleaners in the nation, really. And, of course, they still offer 0% company financing, which Dave and I are still, we have that in our.
Kicking around the idea still. It's always in the back of the mind. Like,
what do you, Dave, do now? Well, he handles down by Donnell, and I handle up by, what do you do?
By the way, you sent me that clip. I did not watch it.
What clip?
The fucking bush that was disguised, the policeman that was disguised as a bush.
Yes, that's in Donnell.
No, I didn't know that until then.
That's why I sent it to you.
No shit, I didn't watch it, right? But then
so you mock me out. So
here's the problem.
When I send you a social media clip, you should put your children down. Tell your wife I'm so sorry. I got to step away from the table. Well, that's what brought it back
to my attention was Steph. She goes, "Did you see this?" I was like, "Oh yeah, Jimmy sent me. I didn't look at it. What is it?" She goes, and I don't remember her name. It's blah, blah, blah's husband. And I was like, wait, what? She's like, he's a cop in Denellen. And I was like, shit.
So you know my take on that is, what a douchebag fucking town to have a guy dressed up like a
jerk,
fucking
jerk
tree on the side of a tree, and then giving you a ticket. I don't care. You know what?
I would be so pissed. I'm like, is this for your fucking TikTok or your fucking or your over under on how many tickets you can give out? When I found that out, He gave out 70 summons to get rid of those distract drivers. Like, fuck off, dude. There's some drives that I take that I'm like, oh, I drove here. Whoops. I don't even know that I drove. I'm not condoning that. Liv, don't listen to that shit.
If I
new driver.
If I had money and I got pulled over by a guy jumping out of a tree, looking like a tree, I would call a lawyer and say, let's fight this. I would go after this guy. You know what I would do? I would show up dressed as a tree. When I get kicked out of court, he should be dressed as a tree in court. You don't think so? Downtown Dunellen. Well, all right. I guess that's about
hit hot setting in the truck. What's the problem? You got a problem with my shirt there, Dying Breed Garage? Huh?
What does it say?
Nothing. He thinks it's too tight. You see, you're watching it.
No, it's good.
It's fine.
He's still a fat.
It's the pipes, bro. It's the pipes. Get over it.
He got a triple XL.
This is probably a double, but whatever.
Probably.
There's different
and his Nick
sizes.
Cat's not that bad live when you see it.
Thank you. See, every time you see something on the old virtual, you're like, that's atrocious. Well,
yeah. First of all, okay, I'm gonna reveal something about Dave Sturcho's. We're talking about this Rutgers podcast.
Oh, okay.
And already he's like, oh, I got to go down. I got to go down to Scarlet Night.
I'm gonna get more shit.
He's gonna spend $300 on.
If I spend $400 on Nick's gear, just wait to see what I'm spending when it comes to doing a show when
Rutgers disappoints you, you're gonna be using it to. Your wife's gonna be using it to dust. You're gonna be using it to change your oil. The dipsticks all gonna have Rutgers rags on. Nobody does their oil anymore in the driveway. All right, that's our show. Sorry if this show is a little disjointed because my toe is disjointed. And
you're making excuses. This is the best show we've done.
I think so. It's good. It's hard not to look to the left, and plus we got Liv over there, and she's
such
looking
a distraction.
You know what? I know what. Now you know what it's like to look at an oil painting. You should go to a museum. she's looking at this show like, what am I doing?
Ready for this, Liv? Do you know what an oil painting is?
You see that?
Okay, good. She knows what an oil painting is. Thank God.
Kids today. All right. Well, that's awesome.
All right.
Well, that's it. I guess. Well, next week I think we are going to have a very special guest. I got to work on it this afternoon.
Michael Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon. Yeah, so one of the McMahons will be on the show. That'll be awesome.
McMahon. Suppose he's coming on the show.
That'd be great.
I'd love to hear what his thoughts on Scarlet McKnights are.
Love that.
And that's it. That's all I got.
Jersey Box. Now, Johnny Box, we are not live. You know why? Because we live 3 hours apart as far as the time zones, and that was a hard conversation. We started on 4:00 this afternoon. Then we could have been live. Sure, why not? Then I got a text from Keith. Hey, can we do it at 6:30? I said 6:30, 3:30? Perfect. He goes, no, 6:30 my time. I was like, oh, so I'm going to do a podcast at 9:30 at night from my house. And I guess I'm doing that. So it'll be available by midnight or when you wake up.
And what show is this?
Jersey Boys coming back. Cowboys back in training camp.
Tonight?
Yeah, first week's tonight. So I'm excited about that. But
we'll check it out.
Hell yeah.
I listened to a few shows, but
yeah, he listened to the Giants episodes. You know, we had Turtle on once. That was fun.
Turtle.
Yeah. Jerry Farrar.
Yeah.
Your boy.
Everybody knows
your boy.
Jerry
You sold him the schnauzer or whatever that episode was.
I would love to hear that. Jerry Farrar lines up against Jimmy Palumbo in the second round here. Fans are like, hey, this looks like a blowout.
Love that.
With 8:15 remaining, we are tied at 45.
You just don't know. You just don't know.
Nah, I did Entourage with him.
He's so cool.
He's a nice guy. Is he still thin now?
Yeah. He's the biggest Knicks fan in the world. So me and him really got along over the last couple months.
I've never heard a bad word about the kid.
No?
Kid, he's probably about,
he's probably my age, probably.
I hope he's younger than me.
He's definitely younger than you.
Aging LeBron here from the Omni.
All right. Let's get kids. Take care, everybody. See you next week.
Good night, everybody.